and welcome back to episode 3 of the EL3vate Series. So last week I was in Mallorca with the family, relaxing. So I'm now finally back, a little bit brown, a little bit of tan. It's probably gone already, but a great time, really nice just to relax and reset and sort of recharge to come back and feel energised. So yeah, great week in Mallorca, stunning island. Yeah, it's a lovely place. I got a car out, went around the island and saw a few nice beaches. So yeah, all is good, but happy to be back. Loads going on. So yeah, this is episode 3, let's go. Morning guys, we are up early this morning. It is, well, I was up at 5, it's now just gone 6 o'clock. Just pull up outside Brito's because we've been invited by Octane, who is a bridging and development lender, for a game of golf. So we've got to get round the M25. I think we've got to be there for 8 o'clock. Bacon sarnies, coffees and teas, and before we tee off. So really looking forward to it. I've not played much golf, probably over the last 12 to 18 months. I broke my wrist about 12 months ago and I've only played once since, and that must have been probably about 5 or 6 months ago. So yeah, I guess you're wondering, what am I playing off? I always play off 28. My golf's not great. I can hit a ball, but yeah, it's certainly not great. I'm not too bothered by golf. I can have a game. I enjoy it when I'm playing it, but yeah, not overly bothered. I'd much rather play some other sports. But that's what we're doing today. Obviously business is done on the golf course. So obviously Octane are quite an active development lender, so it's good just to network with those guys, and obviously there'll be other developers there as well. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. So I'm heading up there now with Chris Brito, just getting to his for 6:30, and we're going to hit the road. We're on our way to golf. I'm here with Brito. What are you playing off now?
22.
22.
You playing off 34?
I actually thought you was better than 22.
I didn't think you were better than 30, so it's all right.
Yeah, can I play off 32?
Definitely not.
No, 28 today.
You get called a bandit.
Yeah, 28. It's going to be... When was the last time you played?
Probably about 5 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I can't say it was very good.
5 weeks ago. I mean, I've not played for about 5 months, so it's going to be interesting, but yeah.
It'll be a good day out. We've got a buggy.
Have we got a buggy?
We've got a buggy. A few bacon rolls when we get there.
That's it. Nice out.
I think it's a nice course as well, so.
Yeah, nice. Looking forward to it. Where is it? Essendon?
Essendon, and it's been put on by Octane Capital.
Octane
Capital.
We're going around the M25. Octane Capital. I've never used Octane, so I don't know why they're inviting me, but...
They want you to use them.
They want me to use. This is the nice thing.
All lenders want new clients, right?
Yeah, this is true. This is true. So yeah, looking forward to it. Well, I'll let you know how bad the day goes. I reckon I'm going to shoot 110.
And also, this is the first round qualifier, so if you do finish, I think, in the top 2, you get invited to, I think it's the Grove, actually.
Am I playing with you, like as a partner, or is it individual?
I hope so, because you make me look fantastic.
Mate, I'm gonna ruin your day. Let's go.
Bush.
He looks nervous now. Chris parks like my wife.
Not better than you.
Almost got it in. No, you're just inside the line. He's going to move it. Just got here. This place is absolutely stunning. A little bit windy. I mean, at least I got an excuse for my balls, but yeah, a little bit cloudy, but we're not meant to be raining today, so yeah, looking forward to it. As long as I smash Chris, I won't mind. I'll never beat Chris. I'm going to have a good go though. Let's go. Over the speed bumps.
Whoa.
Do you know what's good about being shit at golf?
No expectations.
No expectations. And if you have a good game...
It's like your love life.
I don't know about that. No expectations. So no pressure.
Pressure makes diamonds though, you know, didn't you?
Hit and hope.
Hit and hope.
Let's go.
You're going to get your first ever hole-in-one today. Do you know that?
I just want to break 100.
You'd be lucky to break 120.
First time ever. Let's wait and see.
Wait and see. Scores to be announced at the end.
Yeah.
And. Oh, at least you can't get a 10 because you've got to pick up.
Okay.
You can't score on. Oh, shit.
Oh, it can't go that way. Right, we'll let you know the scores at the end. Wish us luck. Check those new wheels. Fresh. So guys, I just want to let you know as well, we launched the HMO Academy website yesterday. So go over, take a look, www.thehmoacademy.co.uk, and you'll get more information on the HMO Academy. So we've got the full paid membership, which is $299 a month with a small sign-up fee. And for that, you get a one-to-one strategy call. You get access to me and my power team through the Circle platform. There's online education modules to teach you how to do the BRR HMO strategy. There is also bi-weekly community calls on raising finance and deal analysis. We're also doing monthly site meetups, going around a number of active developments so you can get hands-on experience. So if you want to join the Academy, you can do that through the website. If you want to get a taster of the Academy but you don't want to join, just drop into the free access zone, which is clearly free, and you'll get access to some tools and resources like the HMO valuation matrix and also the deal analyzer. And there's some content in there as well, some presentations and bits, which is really, really great value. And it'll give you a feel for the Academy. And then obviously, if you want to take your HMO journey forwards and progress, then obviously you can drop into the full paid membership. So head over there, take a look, and as I said, the link's in the description below. So I'll see you over there. Here we go. Luckily there is 4 teams of 4, and luckily we're last. It's nothing worse than teeing off when everyone's watching. So I'm going to go last, let everyone get down the fairway before I embarrass myself. What do you want to say, Chrissy boy?
Good luck to everyone planning the Octane tournament today.
Let's bring it home.
Looking forward to bringing the champion.
He's a cheeky one. He actually plays off 22, but he's just told him 24, so he's cheated already.
It's the course rate. The course rate makes a difference. Get 2 more shots on this course.
He's making it up.
So this is going to be shaped round to the right.
Okay. The way you're playing today. He's actually hit one. That's actually the first good shot he's done all day.
Under pressure.
Yeah. I should laugh. Up next.
Mitchell Nunn.
No pressure.
HMO Queen up next.
Queenie, 2 over the water.
Oh, he's done it. He's over. Pulled it a bit left. That'll do, mate.
Is it over?
Yeah, yeah.
Backspin. Take that. Oh, lovely.
If dog shit was a person, that would be me today.
Don't talk yourself down, mate.
However, perseverance is key in all aspects of life. Hence, the back 9, you are going to see VJC. Having enough of this game.
Where's that consistency? We've just finished golf. What a shit day for it as well. It's been pissing down, going straight back into retirement. How did you play, mate?
I had a shocking front line, which is similar to how I've been playing for the last 2 weeks. However, I did score 28 points and I did beat Mr. Mitchell Nunn.
23 points. Shocking. 23 points playing off 28.
But we did have a nice ham, egg and chips afterwards.
Ham, egg and chips, coffee. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, nice of Octane to invite us.
You're certainly not qualifying for the final.
No. So that is it. Golfing career over. Just stick to what I'm good at, which is many things, luckily. So I was just catching up with Dan then. Dan is our solar guy, And yeah, on these large sui generis HMOs, we always get planning conditions whereby we need to achieve a 10% renewable energy. So we're having to install circa 2.5, 3 kilowatt systems on the HMOs. So yeah, essentially because all of our houses are quite similar in size and design, you know, we're sort of working on a fixed cost per house just to roll out going forward. So yeah, solar on a house of that sort of size, as I said, 2.5, 3 kilowatt system is working out roughly about 3.5 grand per house. So it is an additional cost. Obviously there is some payback in future years whereby there is a saving on your energy costs, but it's years really. We're just doing it to satisfy the planning condition. Otherwise we probably wouldn't bother, but it is what it is, something we've got to do. Yeah, it seems a little bit overkill, but if that's what the council request, that's what we have to do. So guys, medical done, and I just want to say, if you've got, I don't know, if you've got like a small family and you've got people that depend on you, really you should have some form of life insurance. It really doesn't cost a load of money. All I would say is, yeah, get an amount of cover in place that should the worst happen, because obviously tomorrow is never guaranteed. Obviously you're going to want to ensure that you look after your family, and obviously they get paid out so they can obviously sustain a lifestyle. So it's important. So, and obviously with someone like myself, got lots of liabilities around me, lots of debt, then obviously I need to ensure that I'm not going to leave them in a mess. So I have to have a cover, or a life insurance policy cover, that will obviously ensure that, yeah, I don't leave them in a mess, and also they can sustain a lifestyle if I ever pass. Hopefully not, but as I said, tomorrow's never promised. So yeah, make sure you got your cover in place. Yeah, so yesterday, because I was at golf, I actually missed the lettings meeting, but good news, got one room available, 98% occupancy rate. So yeah, really happy with that. I mean, that is the benefit of managing the front end function on the lettings, got more control. Yeah, that's obviously paying dividends now, because obviously getting the rooms gone. Demand's still clearly there, which is a good thing. I mean, when you're folding in the amount of rooms that we are in such a close proximity, obviously that's something that we're going to monitor quite closely. But as of yet, we've got no concerns. Obviously, we are looking further afield. It looks like we have got another deal under offer in Tilbury. So that's probably about half an hour from our usual patch. And yeah, it's a big one. I think it makes 20, 25 beds. We're doing a subject 2 on it because it doesn't have permitted development rights. So we're going to do a subject 2 on that. But if that is approved, that is going to be a really, really good asset in a different area. So yeah, we're pushing further afield. You know, if we're going to get to 1,000 rooms, you know, we can't do them all locally. Actually today, as I mentioned earlier, got an offer agreed on a house in Warrington, which makes an 8-bed. That's 3.5 hours from me. So yeah, I do say don't do them any further than an hour away from your home, but I'm looking forward to the challenge. When you got the know-how, let's see how we go. I told him I'm headed out of stance. I deserve another 100 bands. Just touching on the EL3vate series, I mean, how good was episode 1? I mean, to be honest, it's probably one of my best performing videos of all time on YouTube. We had like 5,000 views in about 10 days, or close to. Maybe I'm over-egging that. It's about 4,500 over 10 days, but yeah, well happy with that. Seemed to get a really, really good response. People like the raw, behind the scenes. So yeah, let's give them what they want. Oh, God, aching today. So I'm just down at our Project 11. We're down here to meet the surveyor because we want to get a drawdown of funds. Obviously we've got development finance on this where we've got a facility. I think it's about 140 grand on this, which obviously we were drawing down as we complete works. So this is going to be our second drawdown. So hoping to get, you know, like a 30, 40 grand on the drawdown. So I'm here to meet Aaron, the surveyor. He'll do his report, send it to the lender, and then the lender will then release funds to us. So we should get the funds before the weekend, which is good, because the boys all want to be paid on Friday so they can go down the pub. We're looking good, looking good. Outside's pretty much painted. We've got a solar going on this one, so we're keeping the scaffold up a little bit longer. Obviously we need to achieve a 10% renewable energy on these large sui generous HMOs as a planning condition. So we've got about a 3 kilowatt system going on this. Yeah, we've left the scaffold up, but that's gonna be good. Outside painted, the windows turn up this week. We're absolutely flying. Let's have a look. You all right, Owen? Hi, Keys. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, good, mate. All good. All boarded. I think we're pretty much plastered upstairs, but woman. Got the tunes going. Nice. Got an off suite. Boys are flying in fairness. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Yeah, so I've probably not been here for a couple of weeks, obviously been away on holiday. Yeah, I usually pop into site, well I used to pop in every day, but obviously there's no need for me to be here. The team know what they're doing. I just need to stay out their way, let them do what they do best, and I just come down really just to oversee it probably once every 2 to 3 weeks. But we're fully plastered upstairs now. What else have we got going on? Tyler's here. So we're tiling the bathrooms. I think the shower trays are in. Yeah, there we go. En-suites are getting tiled. Next stage is really to put the ply down, then start getting the LVT down. Yeah, obviously, as I said, the windows are gonna be swapped out in the next couple of days. But yeah, I don't know how many weeks this is. I'll have to check in with the boys, but it feels like roughly we're at the 10-week stage. Plastered. Tiled. It's got the obviously the soil, the waste's coming out the side. Looks like the drainage is already done as well. So let's get a picture of that. Garden needs some work. Yeah, we'll have to get out here and we'll leave it till last knock-ins, but that's all good. Obviously going to replace the fence panels. Obviously blocked in those 2 areas, get a new door. Oh, I didn't check with the boys how many weeks this is, but feels like 10. Feels like 10. Drainage is in. Nice. Right, while we're here, might as well go around and see the other side, top of the road.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in the big leagues. Told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all.
Just got to 199, week 4 on site. Just gonna have a check up, just see what the boys are up to. It's been a little bit slow this one, just because, yeah, it's just been a lot of work taking out the chimney breasts, but pretty much there now, so let's get
I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with the friends new.
The boys have just been fireboarding all the existing ceilings. We're actually double boarding them now, so we're doing a normal board and then a fireboard on the existing, and then we'll drop our metal frames and then we'll do a single board. So that's the way we're doing it at the moment. Yeah, so there's a lot of work you don't actually see. Yeah, so as you can see, fully fireboarded, all the joints have been bonded. Yeah, I think in the next couple of days we'll start to see the internal walls being formed. And that's the bit that I like, because you start to get a feel for the rooms. So yeah, exciting. As I said, this is, I think, week 4.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh.
I mean, we're having an absolute nightmare with the wallpaper here. It's literally layers upon layers, and the standard steamer is just not cutting it. So yeah, it's proving a little bit difficult. I mean, as you can see here, I mean, that is so old. God knows how old that will be. Time consuming, but yeah, we'll get it done. So yeah, on this one, like I say, just the internal walls to go up, and then yeah, we'll drop the metal frame. Obviously first fix plumbing and electrics is going to happen as well. The windows on this job are actually okay. They're already bottom openers. We're just going to change the handles, obviously give them a bit of a service. But generally we spend about 4 or 5 grand per house on UPVC, and the fact we don't have to do it on this one is a saving, which is what we like. But let's go take a look at the garden, because the guys have spent a lot of time out there over the last week just tidying it up, and it is looking pretty good compared to how it did look. By the way, this is my little nephew. Bam, got him on the phone. Gonna be YouTube famous now as well. Look at this out here. Can't walk on that. They're wet. They're wet, okay. Look at this. It's like Ocean Beach out here. Could we not just potentially like edge that and just basically leave it? Seagulls are going crazy.
Trying to film, trying to get some dronage.
Yes, in the garden at Project 199, we're just literally going through, you know, sort of a landscape plan. It's quite difficult really because it's quite a big garden, and we just don't want to lose a load of excess cost in the garden. I mean, we always do it quite nice, so it's a nice space, and we always want it low maintenance because obviously we're going to retain these assets. Obviously, we don't want to be going back here, cutting the grass. So we're just trying to get a bit of a plan on. Usually we do astro, but again, it's quite costly when you start having to do the sub base. So we've sort of agreed that we're going to slab out the area and finish that, what we've done, and we're just going to finish that with a sleeper edge, and then we're going to sort of decide on the back part of the garden, because if we start running slabs all the way around the back of the garden, it's obviously going to be quite costly. But again, it's difficult to know how far do you go with it, but I think it's a massive improvement from where it was, and I think actually, you know, it's not really going to affect our end valuation, so why incur lots of additional cost? Again, once we've cut the grass a couple of times, obviously watered it over the summer, obviously we'll paint an old shed, which is going to become the bike store. We'll get a bin store, and obviously we'll make it quite nice out here. We'll put some shingle in the bed, which the cats will love. Yeah, I think it'll look good enough. So yeah, that's what I was talking to with Russ. So yeah, now the sun's out, just need somewhere to sit, sun lounger, cocktail. I'm still on holiday, really. Other thing that we've done in the last week, we've obviously opened this up, put the concrete lintel in. The reason for that is we're going to have an off suite here, and that's going to be for one of the bedrooms upstairs, and then we will have a door here, and that's going to go into the bedroom. So this space is going to be a bedroom, but with an ensuite and an off suite. Again, this is going to be a 7-bed, 7-bathroom. So unsure what to do on this. Unsure what to do. So obviously on the outside, those seagulls are loving it. On the outside, we're going to reduce this path. We're also going to take the bush out, and that will create parking for 2 cars on the front. Given where we are in the high street, this is classed as a highly sustainable location, so we don't have to provide any parking. But again, if you can provide parking, that is also very good, because obviously it is one of the neighbours' concerns, or the community's concerns, that, you know, with HMOs, that, you know, there's not enough parking. Again, you don't need it because it's a highly sustainable location. Generally, people that live in HMOs don't drive, or they use public transport, so we don't need to provide parking. But again, look, we try to offer it where we can, because obviously we don't want to cause, you know, too much traffic with cars and parking and stuff like that. So it's just one of our considerations as a considerate developer. Right, back to the office. Got one-to-ones, let's go.
I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Yeah, they don't want it it, dog. Yeah, they say they want it.
Got a one-to-one strategy call with someone who's joined the academy, because that's what we offer. When you join, you get a call with me. We're going to sort of dissect where someone is at, where they want to be, and how we can help them. So we're just heading to the office now. I need to stop and get some lunch. I've had a huel all day and I'm starving. So quick pit stop, grab some food, and then we'll have a power hour. So yeah, looking forward to it. One-to-one with Harry. Let's go.
I never fumble. I'm the MVP.
Confess, I still believe. She's off the rails, isn't she, at the moment? Brittany, bless her.
I don't try to ball. Nah, I never fumble. I'm the MVP.
Quick pit stop, grab some lunch. But we've actually got a deal in legals down this road. You won't know anything about this deal because I've not spoken about it before. But we're picking something up. We're close to exchanging. It's going to be, yeah, it's an office, so it's commercial to residential. We've just put in for prior approval to turn it into 4 one-bed flats down that road. This is the city centre, so great location. As I said, it's prior approval. Maybe we may look at a further plan application to convert that then into a HMO. But if not, we'll just do the flats. I'm happy to do the flats. Obviously, again, we want a mixed bag. We want a diverse portfolio. We don't want to all be HMO. Yeah, I'm happy to do the flats, but I mean, the cash flow of the HMO is a different gravy, so see how we go.
I got the money, it's inside.
You know we're smashing it when we're shopping in Marks and Spencer's.
My budget, low.
This would be about 40 quid.
There ain't no faking on this side. They try to give me a small.
When I was away on holiday, the local paper to us, the Evening Echo, ran a news article about HMOs. There's a local councillor which is looking to get some policy implemented regarding HMOs in a given area, local to here, whereby they will sort of restrict the development of HMOs. And they're going to do that by implementing sort of a saturation level. So like within a 50 metre radius of a given location, you can't have any more than 10% being HMOs. So for example, there's 100 houses within a 50 metre radius, sorry. Obviously can't have any more than 10 HMOs in that area. It sounds a lot like Article 4, but it's not. It's just something that they can introduce into their local plan. So it's just something we've got to be aware of. It's not going to come in yet. They've got to decide on the policies. It's got to be voted through. But yeah, it's going to restrict the HMOs in central Southend. So it's just something to be aware of. You know, we'll probably have enough by then. This doesn't overly concern me. Obviously, we're not going to operate in this area. You know, we're spreading our wings. We're going further afield. So yeah, it's just something to be aware of.
Then I got back on a plane. Hop in a whip and I'm out. I need so much I can't count. Oh, and I don't need no college, cause I'm getting stupid amounts. Hey, hop in a whip and I'm out. I need so much I can't count.
Morning guys, so I've just got to the gym and today we're just gonna have a little workout. We're easing back into it since coming back from holiday. Oh, and what is this weather about? How depressing. Oh, get me back to Mallorca. But no, yeah, so today we're gonna have a workout. I'm actually going to see a site for a friend of a friend. They've got a commercial site which they're looking to convert to a HMO. So they just want a bit of advice. So I'm gonna do them a favor, then get into the office to meet with Kelly, catch up on all things. Again, we're still working on the HMO Academy. We've got people joining now, which is great. And obviously we want to make the experience as good as possible. We're going to get some events booked in, some bi-weekly community calls. We're going to be getting some in-person site tours with myself in the diary. And yeah, we're going to get some sort of events planned. So got loads of ideas, events, guest speakers, some social events as well, just to obviously build out the community. So yeah, looking forward to that. So that's what we're doing today. So yeah, let's go and get it done. So the house that I looked at, not last week, the week after, the one we did a drive-by on, which I actually thought was off plan, it wasn't. It's actually going to a local auction house. I've just done an internal viewing. I didn't get to view it obviously last week because I was away on holiday. And yeah, it's an interesting property. It's not going to be as cheap. There's quite a bit of interest. So the guide price is, I think it's circa 556, but the vendor is higher than that. So yeah, we're looking at it. and we're hoping to get a deal done. Problem is, at that level, you know, if you're in for, you know, 700 grand now, that additional surcharge on your stamp duty for additional properties, where it's now 5%, it makes such the difference. You know, at 700 grand, the stamp's £60,000. And that's a lot of money. So you have to take that into account on your offers and factor it in. It's definitely making a difference. Yeah, we're considering it. It's nice. It just sits opposite the park here. As I said, there's been quite a bit of interest from all the local punters, as you'd imagine. And the reason for that is there's quite a few exit strategies on it. You know, it can be a large HMO. You could actually split it back into two single dwelling houses. That'd probably be worth circa 575 a house. It's got a few options there. It does need a lot of work. It does need a lot of work. It's not a, yeah, I mean, just in terms of the amount of spend on that, I'd imagine you'd probably burn $250,000, 250 grand. So yeah, we're looking at it. It's an interesting proposition. So just have to wait and see. What I like about it is that we haven't got any rooms in this sort of area of Southend, so slightly further out of the town centre, but it's great. It's obviously over the road from the park, and actually it's just up the road from the seafront. So yeah, it's a different offering for the Spaces brands. So let me spin you around and I'll show you where the beach is. So up that road, that would be, that's essentially the beach, top of the road. So interesting. Watch this space. I mean, I think it goes to auction around about the 16th, but don't quote me on it. So let's wait and see if a deal can be done. If not, it'll go to the room. Hi guys, so this afternoon we got our enforcement notice from the council, which was kind of expected following the appeal being dismissed for the incorrect material being used on the dormer. How did that come about? Yeah, it's just simply an oversight from the builder, but it's actually not as bad as it may seem. So obviously it's currently recognised as a C4 6-bed HMO, and when we get the 8-bed application approved for the 2 additional bedrooms, there'll be a planning condition on that to provide at least 10% renewable energy. So we'll have to provide solar anyway. So we would have to have put scaffold back up at that point. So the fact that we're going to have to do it anyway, we can just combine the 2 jobs. So scaffold up, we're going to change the cladding for hang tiles on the dormer, and then also we are going to install the solar on the roof at the same time. Kill 2 birds, 1 stone. Only going to incur the cost for the scaffold once, which we would have had to incur anyway, and then really it's a job done. So at that point we'll have to submit a certificate of lawfulness again, and then once that is back we can make an application for the sui generis 2 additional bedrooms. So yeah, a little bit annoying, as I said, just an oversight. These things happen, especially when you've got multiple sites going on, but obviously we learn every day. That is part and parcel of being a developer. You know, stuff happens, crops up, just need to overcome it. So yeah, it's all in hand, and we're going to resolve it over the next week. Not great, but these things happen. So guys, I've just finished the gym and sauna. It's a little bit sweaty, but yeah, just to follow on from yesterday, looking at that deal, I've had time to sort of sleep on it now, and I don't think it's one we're going to move forward with, because it doesn't feel like it's discounted enough given the setup, given that it's at auction, given that you're going to have to incur obviously auction fees. There is obviously a contribution, or you've got to cover the seller's legal fees. You know, so by the time that all adds up, obviously there's 60 grand a stamp, and really there's no discount. I mean, if that starts with a 7 and you're buying 2 houses essentially for 700 grand, you know, we're buying houses for 350 on the market anyway. So yeah, it doesn't feel like enough of a saving. Yes, it's got planning in place, but only C4, which is PD. We can do that anyway. So yeah, I would say that's probably the cons, looking at the deal. Looking at the positives, slightly different area, nice location, and it's got 4 parking spaces on the front, which always helps. But yeah, it's got potential, but I just don't think it's discounted enough. So in this scenario, we'll probably just let it go to the room. Don't know if we'll be in the room, probably not. Let it go to the room. Tempt fate. If it doesn't sell, hopefully they'll come back to us. Yeah, that's where we are on that one. under fresh trim by my brother, Asa, ready for the weekend. So I just got into Southend, going to the office. And I'm going to crack out some modules, going to record some content for the HMO Academy. And then really, I want to get around the sites. I always like to drop into the sites late on a Friday afternoon just to see the boys, see how productive the week's been, and yeah, really just to get a plan on for next week. So that's what we're up to today. But first, we've got to do some content. So many of you will know that I started life as a locksmith. When I left school, I worked at local locksmiths and yeah, become a fully qualified master locksmith. And then I sort of scaled that up, and then I merged that with another guy who was Neil, my business partner, and that's when we formed Securo, which was the company that we eventually sold in 2021 for multi-seven figures. But I'm just going to show you where it all started because yeah, I'm here in Southend. So this was actually the locksmith shop. So it was Bright's Locksmiths, and yeah, this is where I worked at 16 years old. And on my lunch breaks, I used to sit up there. We had a lovely little terrace, which was a sun trap up there. And yeah, that's where it all started. Life as a locksmith. They've actually relocated. The locksmiths are actually down here now. It's under different ownership now, but I used to absolutely love sitting up there on my lunch break, catching the sun. God, it seems like a long time ago now. I mean, not to give away my age, but yeah, I mean, I was 16 when I started there, £133 a week, paid weekly by cash in a little brown envelope. I was paying tax, don't worry about that, but yeah, it was just old school, really old school to work for. They were formed in 1924, yeah, an old school firm, but yeah, now they relocated to here, as I said, under different ownership. But yeah, that's where life started. As a locksmith. Yeah, blimey, how many years ago was that? Well, it's 24 years ago now. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed being a locksmith. Great little trade. I had a little van in the end and used to go around doing lock jobs in Essex, home counties, East London. Yeah, I mean, it was a struggle, but provided a decent little living. So yeah, but I don't miss it. I don't miss being on the tools, I can assure you that. So yeah, and here's the office. So let's get some work done. So guys, what else has been happening this week? So we have submitted planning on a new scheme that we're doing. We haven't exchanged on the property yet, but it's an office block in Southend. We're doing commercial to residential. Our planning application is for prior approval to convert the building to 4 one-bed apartments. I'm actually quite keen to do a couple of apartments. We're doing a lot of HMOs at the moment, and I want to diversify the portfolio. And again, it just mixes it up quite nicely. The boys are getting quite bored on the smaller HMOs. Yeah, we'd just like to do something a little bit different. As I said, it's 4 one-bed flats. We could do a further application with the view of sort of putting another one-bed flat on the roof to make it 5 flats, or we could, if we want to, maybe go back in and see if we can convert the 4 flats to a 9-bed HMO. So that's what we're up to at the moment. I'll spin you around so you can have a look at it. So this is it here, 4 flats. So as I said, it's prior approval. Once we get that back, we'll see what we want to do. And yeah, subject to change. Might go back in and change it to a HMO, but if not, some flats it is. Oh, just literally lost an hour of my life. I've been on the phone to the council tax department, running through all of our accounts because there was a bit of confusion with a few of them. Some of the council tax accounts were set up in the wrong company names following a refinance, so obviously change of ownership. Some of them were in my personal name when they should have been in the company name, so got on top of all of those. Actually, really helpful guy. I thought that could be painful. I mean, it did take over an hour, but shout out to Patrick. He actually made light work of it. So yeah, council tax is all up to date. Set up some standing orders just so nothing's missed. A little bit painful, but actually it wasn't too bad. I hate this part of the business, but it has to be done as the account holder. Got to ensure that everything is kept on top of, so that's all good. One of them, they were actually even trying to charge us 100% empty home premium, even though the property's been occupied for well over a year. So I've just emailed them over the TR1 form to show change of ownership. I'm now going to send over just one of our ASTs to show that the property's occupied, and then they'll apply a credit to the account. So yeah, just boring stuff, but has to be done. Now I need to phone the business rates team regarding a couple of our properties, and also I need to speak to the VOA, so a bit of a boring day. But before I start those phone calls, I'm going to walk down the road to get myself a coffee. Yeah, gear myself up for the next lot of calls. So I've just come out of the solicitors. I've just signed the paperwork for a couple of properties I'm purchasing, a couple of little single-let houses, 2 3-bed houses in Warrington. And yeah, I suppose I'm most known for HMOs, but I do love a single-let. I like to have a diverse portfolio. Probably got, I mean, that's going to take me to about 36 properties in Warrington. I've got a few other single-lets as well, so probably got, yeah, over 40 single lets, about 60 properties total now. I don't know how many rents that is. It must be about 120, 130 rents, because obviously a lot of those are HMOs. So yeah, as I said, a couple of little houses in Warrington, buying them below market. Local or sales on the road really have been about 130 to 140, buying them below market, one for 96,000, one for 90,000. So the plan is just to acquire those, minimal work, just like lick of paint, new carpets, and just, yeah, rent them out. Not as HMOs, just going to rent them out as single lets and just fold them into the long-term portfolio. So yeah, that's what I love about property. Once you get one over the line, it's in the portfolio, it's in the bank, and yeah, you have got it for life, assuming you don't sell it. You know, it's not like a sale in a business where, you know, you'll need to find the next sale for the next month. You know, once it's in, once it's acquired, as long as you pay the mortgage payments, yeah, that's going to pay you an income for life. So yeah, happy days, 2 more in the portfolio. Hi guys, so I just got to project 199. We have got the internal walls being put up this week. So I love this stage. You start to get a feel for the rooms. So I'm just going to pop in there. I just want to see the layout. Yeah, and as I said, just get a feel for the rooms, feel how big they are. So yeah, I'm just here now. The boys are painting outside, looking tidy. So let's go inside and take a look. We've got a load of London stock bricks palleted up and ready for collection. I think we get about 50p a brick for the red London stocks. The yellows are worth more, so we've got someone to pick them up. There's probably £1,000 of bricks there, which is nice. So yeah, nice to get a little bit of money back in rather than it all go out. But yeah, we're here now. Let's take a look, see what the boys have been up to. Louis boy?
You good?
Yeah, good mate. Owen, you right lad?
Moved over here now.
Yeah, I come to see these, see what these rooms feel like.
Oh, hello.
Here he is.
Video for you.
So we're just up on the first floor now, just come to see the layout. So Luke's going to run through it.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that he's meant to run through it, but yeah.
I'm not ready for it. No, so what we have here is this opening is big enough to take a pocket door. So if you saw when we did Haygate, it's kind of a prefab door with a metal frame. So that will slot in there, and then you have a runner on the top with a door that will just kind of go into itself. I mean, it's a great space-saving thing, isn't it? So you'd obviously go pocket door here, WC, shower, cloakroom basin.
Nice. Yeah, how big's this room? It feels quite nice for this back bedroom.
I couldn't tell you off of, but it's 9 square.
Yeah. Okay, but that works.
9.5.
Coming through, we've got a delivery metal frame. The boys are going to start dropping that in, ready to create a void. So this is another bedroom.
She's there. Yeah, so then same again here, WC, shower, cloakroom basin. But I mean, the rooms feel really good. I don't know.
Yeah, this house is slightly bigger, so it is going to feel nice.
Wider.
Yeah, it is a bigger house, so obviously, yes. How big is this room? This is about 9 something again, isn't it?
It's 9.5.
Yeah, 9.5.
With
So
an ensuite, it's good.
yeah, both ensuite. So
Yeah.
having a nightmare with the wallpaper here. I mean, there's so much wallpaper, isn't there? I mean, this stuff is
going
to get everything.
So what we're going to do here is we need to lintel from here all the way through, because this is actually going to have to go. So this room would have a little cupboard space in here.
Yeah.
Because obviously this is one for the off-suite.
Yes, this feels nice as well.
It does feel nice, yeah. We'll go through layouts tomorrow.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the bigger houses, this one. So
Well, look, come in bed 4. Like, this feels really good. I mean, you've actually got options in here. It's always a bit of a sticky room, isn't it, this one? You know, do you go bed, chest, TV, wardrobe, whatever?
yeah, just put your bed that way. Don't know.
Yeah, or
Put your bed in that way, maybe.
yeah.
Got a few options with this one. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, nice.
A nice size. Let's have a look at this room through here. Yeah, again, a really nice size.
Yeah, I mean, these are the ones you obviously.
Yeah, they always went
bed,
really well. This one.
bedside.
Yeah, it's an easy one. This.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, 5 rooms up here. Yes, I'm really happy with Project 199. The house is slightly bigger. I think it's about 100 square foot bigger than we want, maybe 150 square foot, but that little bit extra space. All of the room sizes feel really good. So yeah, really happy. Just works really well. We've got, even though it's a 7 bed, we've got 6 ensuite, 1 off suite. But no, it's just a really nice size house. So yeah, coming along. Walls are up, metal frames delivered. So the boys will put the metal frame up. That will then create the void. Obviously, plumbing and electrics first fix can then happen. So yeah, I think we're about week 5. So making good progress. It's all going to come together quite quickly now. Once first fix happens, plumbing, electrics, board. Yeah, and I reckon in a couple of weeks we'll probably be plastering. Yeah. All is good, making good progress. So I'm not going to lie, I've had a super annoying day. The reason for that is our application to discharge our pre-commencement conditions for our commercial to residential conversion got refused, which means, I've lined up the boys to start on that site in the coming days. And it's not going to happen because we haven't discharged the pre-commencement conditions, which now means that site is going to get pushed back, which is so unbelievably annoying. Obviously, we want to crack on with the site anyway because obviously we want a bridging loan. We had 7 months retained interest, which that period of time runs out, I think, next month. So we're going to have to start servicing the interest, which is fine. Not ideal, but it is fine. It's more annoying for the fact that when you've got your in-house build team, we've got 8 lads that work across all of the sites, and you line everything up for them to roll into the next site, so you can start straight away. You can be really efficient with your time. Obviously, that then saves on cost. And when a spanner is thrown in the works and that site now can't start for another 2 months, you've then now got to find an alternative arrangement, plan B. So really frustrating. It's really wound me up today, to be honest. The pre-commencement conditions are literally a construction management plan, and they just want information on the soft landscaping. So, I appreciate it's got to be, something we've got to tick the boxes, but that's now going to hold us up for 2 months. Their refusal was based on there wasn't enough detail provided, which again, it's just really frustrating. When I'm trying to line everything up, keep the boys moving, be really efficient with our time. Yeah, it's just really annoying. It's frustrating. But this is the game that we're in. Nothing always runs smoothly, and you just got to find a workaround. So our workaround at the moment is, obviously we've got two 7-bed HMOs in construction, but really we need our rip-out team to sort of move on and get a sort of head start. So we are due a planning decision next week on our C2 to 11-bed HMO. If that one is approved, that is absolutely fine, because that sort of resolves it in the short term. They can go over there and obviously start work on that. We've also got a office block, so commercial to resi, which has got prior approval for 4 flats, which we're due to exchange on that. So we can sort of push that along, we can complete, and then the boys will be able to go over there. So that also gives us another option. The one that's been sort of held up now, we just have to kick that back. And obviously we're doing something creative with the finance, in terms of we're going to bring an investor on that, pay off the bridging loan, which means we won't have to service the interest anyway. So I'm feeling a little bit better about it. It's the end of the day. After a few discussions with Luke, who heads up the build team, and also an investor that we're working with, managed to come to a sort of agreement on how to move forward. So happy with that. I think that's with property, you just always got to plan for any eventuality. Stuff, it never really goes to plan, this game. Something always comes up. You just got to adapt and keep moving. So frustrating day, but we'll be fine. So that's where we're at. So guys, I don't want to be overly negative. It's not all bad. A little bit disappointing, but there's loads of good stuff that's going on. We've actually had an email in today from an agent to say that our subject to offer has been accepted. So we're looking to acquire 5,300 commercial unit in a slightly different location, so about half an hour from where we usually operate. And we're going to take that through planning, and assuming we get agreed, we're going to require that. It's about 800 grand, but if we get a 20 to 25 bed HMO agreed on that, it's probably going to be worth a couple of mil. We've got a few options with that one. We can just convert the existing footprint, or we could part demolish the building and maybe build like a block of flats and then convert the existing building. So a few options with that one. So as I said, it's not all bad. This stuff happens, but as a whole, we're moving in the right direction. Stuff is positive, there's loads going on. Project home is looking good. We've now got the bifolds in, they're not glazed yet, so I'll show you those. And it's starting to look good. So parapet, scaffolds out the way, doors are in, got a couple of aluminium trims that are going to be fitted. We've got the sandstone capping around the top of the parapet. It's looking good. All fully plastered. We've latexed the floor as well. We've done this little reveal here where we can put like an LED halo light around the lantern. As I said, latex floor, fully plastered. What a great room. Such a nice view of the garden. So really, really happy with it. So as I said, it's not all bad. It's not all bad, and we'll overcome the bad stuff. So just got to keep punching.